today was a day to be expected and not expected, right? I didn't get the number I wanted on the body fat thing. Lost 1% in the last 30 days. So it's not over, right? Not mad. It is what it is. I need to induce more high intensity stuff in my workouts. I did gain 3 pounds of muscle, so that was good, right? Ain't mad about that at all, right there. So I mean, it just tells you where my focus has definitely been in the workout category. We're gonna make some corrections and we're gonna pound it, right? Like this, we knew this number was gonna give us direction on kind of what to expect. I already have my next DEXA scan date set up for the body fat check, August 18th. Yeah, so I'll be reporting again on that day, getting ready for 75 hard to start again on Monday. Have a 10K coming up with the wife, and on Sunday in Santa Cruz. So there's a lot going on. Not afraid of any of this stuff. I wouldn't say I was disappointed, but I was expecting a little bit better result than what I got. But it is what it is. I can't be in acceptance of it just when it goes the way I want it to. I need to be in acceptance of it always, right? And it's just lets me know where I'm at, so it's good. Like I said, when I posted the first video about getting ready to walk in there and get the DEXA scan done, I may post some videos or try to make some attachments to this video, or just set some things up for tomorrow to kind of show what DEXA look like, and let the lady kind of talk you guys through the process, because she did a lot of talking and kind of explaining of what was happening as we were sitting there, or not sitting there, but as I was doing it, and she's kind of walking through the paperwork and everything. And so my hope is that we'll get some photos and some stuff laid out so that you can kind of see what she's talking about, just in case any of you guys want to go get your own DEXA scans done. I highly encourage them if you want to really know what your muscle mass and body fat look like. I know a lot of us try to ballpark it and think that we know some numbers, but the reality is, unless you're actually getting hard data, you don't know. So yeah, it's good. And then I just got a text message from a friend, the friend I was talked about the other day. Her husband was in hospice. He passed away today. So like there's this, it's kind of like one of those emotional roller coaster things, right? Friends pass away, and it really puts into perspective life, right? And the things that we do, and the decisions that we make, and the seriousness in which we operate in, right? Of like the necessity to get things done or changed, and we need to do a better job. So I think for the most part today I did make the decision. I had a long conversation with my wife and some other guys that I work with about this whole like no sugar thing, and at the end of the day, the consensus, most people are like, it's not gonna happen, or you can't do it, or whatever, and I don't think this time I'm doing it for the reason of being told that I can or I won't be able to. I told my wife, like, with the whole like drug addiction thing and smoking cigarettes, like, I'm a better person for quitting, and I feel like I'll be a better person with this out of my life too. And for a second, just a hot second, I wanted to negotiate with the weakness, right? Negotiate with the weakness and say, well, we'll give it the best effort we can, right? Or, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? We'll try. No, like, it has to work, right? Like, negotiating with the weakness, creating the thought or opportunity for failure to exist in my mind is not acceptable. And that's kind of one of these things that I'm kind of starting to understand, right? Like, I can't give space to the weakness to exist in my mind. I can't, because my mind runs wild with it. And I hope you guys don't give space to the weakness in your minds, right? The thing that tells you you can't accomplish something, or you can't do something, or you're never going to be good enough. The hope is that you combat that with conviction that no, you can. That's why you're having the thought, right? And I had to tell somebody today, right? They're like, but it's by willpower that we do this. I'm like, no, it's not by willpower. Willpower is non-existent for the most part, right? There comes a point where I start white knuckling, and that's my willpower. What I have to do is surrender to the idea that I can't do this anymore, and for me to do it will kill me. Now, you can say eating sugar ain't that serious, but it does kill us, right? Diabetes, obesity, right? You already see me fighting with the fat. Obesity, like, there's so many unhealthy lifestyles that most of us live, and health issues that exist, probably mostly because we intake sugar so much in our lives. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, right? Like, not that I failed, but if I'm wrong that my life isn't any better without sugar in my life, then I'm wrong. But I know how much my life has changed since I gave up drugs and smoking cigarettes, right? Like, I'm night and day a different person. And I couldn't fathom being the man that I am today. I mean, honestly, right? Like, I was telling my wife earlier, the same thoughts I had about getting clean were the same thoughts I was having about getting off this sugar, right? And that's okay. I had those same thoughts about not smoking cigarettes anymore. But I had a conviction in my spirit to tell me that it was time to quit smoking cigarettes. I woke up with the conviction that drugs just weren't in the plan anymore. And today, as I was sitting there with my wife at dinner, like, the thought was just, I need to do this. For whatever reason, right? And I told my wife, because my wife's like, I don't know if I could do it. And in the car we started talking a little bit more. She's like, maybe I should try at least, though. And I'm like, no, we don't try. We do, right? And I said, but somebody's got to lay the path, right? Somebody's got to lay the road down that this is possible, whatever that looks like. And that's what I want to do for her. I want to lay down the road, and anybody else that wants to come behind me, right? I want to lay the road that we can be better than we are today, because at the end of the day, I'm responsible for what goes in my mouth. I am. I choose to put whatever, when I'm ordering at a restaurant, I'm the one picking the meal, right? Very few of us have situations where our spouses cook our meals and we have no say in how that goes, or no say in what they pick. Even for those of us that do have spouses that cook the meals, we have some kind of say, some negotiation, some kind of communication back and forth about it. And if I'm wrong there, I'm wrong. You know what I mean? But the reality is, like, I have a choice today, and that's what I have to remember. Even if I had a spouse that doesn't give me any say in what I eat, I have a choice. I may not like the options, right? Because the option may be to upset her, or to have a fight with her, or to make her feel some kind of way because I'm not eating hers or his food, whoever's doing the cooking. But I have a choice. And I don't have to choose to not live the way I want to, right? And if I don't want to intake sugar in my life anymore, I don't have to. And so I know I said January 1st, that decision will get made for the rest of my life. I already have made a decision from Monday until December 31, I will not eat sugar again, right? As part of this getting to the 10% body fat thing. And that's where I've screwed up a couple times within this period here. Because I don't know about you, but I don't eat anything small, right? Ever. Like, it's not a small bite of ice cream. It's a fat bowl of ice cream, right? With toppings and chocolate and caramel and all that crap on it, right? This is why I have to do it. There's no control, right? There's no, in moderation, I'll eat one cookie or one. No, I'm gonna eat the whole pan of brownies. That's what I do. It's how I get down, right? And so I don't want to do it anymore. Somebody posted on YouTube this morning when they watched last night's video, throw away the pies. I'm not going to necessarily throw them away. I may eat them prior to Monday, or if I can't get them done, I will give them away. They mean too much to throw them away. I love those things. So I won't throw it away, but I will give it away to somebody else who I know will enjoy it. So that's good. It's whatever. You know what I mean? And so I want to make decisions that change me from the inside out. That's what I want, right? I want to become better than I have been, and I haven't fully committed to those decisions 100%. Today we start doing that, right? We start committing to moving in a direction that moves us forward. Diet's going to be clean. It's going to be tight, right? It's going to everything that even gets thought about put in my mouth is going to get weighed out and put on a scale and marked, because I need to know exactly what I'm putting in my body to figure out where am I going wrong. For the most part, I ate the macros I was supposed to, but something was off. And maybe I'm having too much fat, even though I'm 10, maybe 15 grams over what my prescribed macro count is. So then I need to figure out where I can adjust that and get under. I'm responsible, right? The reason that I'm in the boat that I'm in is because of the decisions that I made. I don't blame nobody for nothing. It's not my mama's fault. It's not my daddy's fault. It's not my wife's fault. It's not my kid's fault. It's not grandma. It's my fault. It's not God's fault. It's my fault. I made the decisions to eat the things that I did. I made the decisions to allow my guard down. I made the decisions to negotiate with weakness. I did. Today, that stops, right? We know where we need to make some adjustments. We're going to see how it goes. Hopefully the adjustments move in the direction you want to go come the August DEXA scan, and then we just push harder September to the end of the year. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't happen right again, then we make another adjustment come the August one and go into September and see where we're at. And if it has to boil down to, and I don't get to eat for the last 60 days to hit my goal, then I won't eat for the last 60 days. It's good. I'm not mad. You know what I mean? So let's get this, right? Anything that we want to do is possible. Anything. Like, please don't let your brain or anyone around you tell you that what you're trying to do is not okay. It's not possible. You can't do it. Don't let them tell you that. Tell them to get behind you, Satan. Get behind me, Satan. Because anything that we do, God will give us the strength to do it. God will. Especially if it's going to make me better. And this, quitting the sugar thing, is going to make me better. I give it up for him, man. Like, for real. Like, I want to be the best version of me so I can be the best servant for Christ. So it's good. And if I have to sit here and pray about it for the next 150 days, then I will. God, help me. Because that's what it comes down to. Willpower will get me nowhere. But surrendering to the idea, and when I wanted to use, I would pray to God and ask him to help me. Same thing here. Before I pick up that brownie, I'm going to ask God to help me. All right? Maybe this is what I need to get more into that spiritual connection piece. We'll see. But I just wanted to let you guys know kind of what happened today, where we're at. And it's good. I ain't mad. We're going to get this. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to let you guys know that God loves you, and so do I. I hope you have a great day, and God bless you.